Well, cool. Hi, everyone. I'm Keizaron. I really like Pokemon, if that hasn't been obvious after all the years of doing Pokemon in a bunch of marathons and stuff. But what I'm going to do today for all of you is I'm going to do what's called a Shop Sanity full item randomizer. So all the items are going to be randomized, including key items like badges and so on and so forth. But that also means that all the items in the shops are also going to be randomized. So I might be able to buy a badge, for example. An HM might be hidden where a rare candy normally is. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very chaotic. The only thing that I did to kind of expedite the process a little bit is it really, really stinks to not have the bike. So I actually turned it on early. Usually I don't do that, but for the sake of marathon safety and speed, we will start with a bike unless I messed up the settings. Also, don't mind the check value and all the extra stuff. That's just basically quality of life stuff like automatic mashing and better encounter slots, and the experience curve is a little better. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm literally just holding a button here, and you can see like the text is just going super duper fast. So we don't have to worry about text being slow. I don't have to hurt my hands. It's pretty nice. It's like a built-in turbo almost. But right off the bat, we're going to talk to Mom, and you're going to see that I don't get the Pokegear. Or I do, I don't know. Yeah, so we got an Elixir. So, like, literally everything is randomized. So something else that can happen because of this is there's going to be a lot of standard sequence breaks. So I might be able to go somewhere like Kanto that I'm not supposed to go to unless I get 8 badges because we find the train pass super duper early. But hopefully we get a good starter here. I'm not entirely sure. So far, Kadabra is our best. All right, Kadabra it is, I guess. Oh, we're definitely gonna try and swap. But this will do for now. It's fast. It'll help us run away from things. Yeah. So what we're looking for in terms of a usable Mon is just something with decent offenses and a decent learn set. The neat thing about Shop Sanity is we can buy rare candies. I don't know where they are, obviously, but we can buy rare candies eventually. So that will definitely increase the odds of having something that can beat the game. And in terms of beating the game, our goal is to just get all the badges, beat the Elite Four, and then beat Red. So pretty standard ending. There's an item over here. I was too busy talking. Okay, full restore is a good item. Never complain about good heals. We don't have any Pokeballs right now, though, so if we run into anything that's good, I can't exactly catch it yet. I could stop being lazy and check my moveset, too, but I really just don't see a world where we stick with this Kadabra. Another funny thing about doing these kinds of randomizers is these trees disappear once you grab them. I'm guessing it's just a case of they don't want you to be able to farm any strange items or anything like that. Now we're going to check out this mart, see if there's anything good here. Miracle Berries are actually kind of nice. It's the super duper cheap full heals. So I'm going to buy 1 Ultra Ball so we can try and main swap, buy 4 Repels, and I'm literally going to spend the rest of my money on Miracle Berries, because like I said, those are very, very, very cheap full heals. Oh, we had a friend ball this whole time, too. All right, so we have 2 Pokeballs. I do have 100% catch rate on, too, so that's good. Slow King is a little slow for my taste. No pun intended on the name. Ideally, we get something like I like Ursaring. I like normal types in general. They're pretty good in Gen 2. But yeah. So far, no key items at all. We're making 0 progress. An excellent 3-minute start. Okay, now that we've walked around without the bike, now you can see why it's so slow. I literally decided to walk around instead of go on the bike just so I can show you all how horrible it is to not have it. Machamp can be good. Gen 2 has a quirk where if a Mon can be both male and female. For whatever reason, the female Mon has lower attack than the male Mon, depending on the gender ratios. And since Machamp is 1 in 4 to be female, that means that it's below, like it's the bottom 25% of attack. So we don't necessarily want a female Machamp. But Machamp can be good, a little slow, but really, really strong physically. Alright, so we don't have the mystery egg, so I don't have to go back. I still don't know what my moveset is, and we haven't found an acceptable swap. I think we'll just stick with this Kadabra for now, as much as that hurts. I mean, Thunderbolt's good. We're obviously going to save, though. And I'm also going to put on Miracle Berry, just in case we get statused. Now comes the fun part. I don't remember if I have regular levels or if I did the 50% level boost that I normally do. We're about to find out together. We're doing the 50% level boost. All right, so I added the bike so we can move faster, but I still have them super duper strong. So oops. We should be fine though. Worst comes to worst, Kadabra can be okay to use because it does have good special and it will evolve into Alakazam eventually. But I still would rather find something bigger and faster and stronger. Say no to Mom, we want our money. If we say yes to Mom, she'll take our money. Half of it every time we win a fight. It's horrible. Okay, so I'm going to do something that's technically out of logic here. So the way that the randomizer works is it won't give you any form of progress unless you can do it. And the only real logic checks that you can kind of break, like any sort of sequence breaking in terms of like not intended, is going into a dark area without flash. So I was technically not supposed to get that item. Pass is good. Pass means that we can get to Kanto really early. That's huge, especially since I have the level boost on. We can get a higher level Pokemon there. We still don't have a way to actually get to Kanto yet, though. So I should probably explain real quick what items I'm looking for besides the obvious, like the badges. We need all 3 pieces of the Pokegear. So that's the Pokegear itself, the radio card, and the expansion card, because we can't get past the Snorlax in Vermilion City otherwise. We also need, depending on the seed, a combination of HMs. Sometimes you don't need something like Cut, other times you really, really do. Let's see what we got in this shop. Attack that may inflict a burn, you know? How much is that? 3,000? I think I got a nugget, yeah. Let's hope that this is a good fire move, because I have a feeling that we're probably stuck with this Kadabra for a little while. The fun thing about doing shop sanity is normally you can buy escape ropes in that shop that I was just in, but because it's randomized, you have to hope that you find a shop with an escape rope or just find one on the ground. So this isn't a check that we normally get to do this early. So it's kind of nice. It's 4 checks. All you have to do is enter and use an escape rope. The 4 Ruins of Alphrooms each have a gimmick to enter their secret areas. So this one is use escape rope. There's one where you use flash. There's one where you have a water stone in your inventory. And then there's one where you either catch or defeat the Ho-Oh, which requires a Elite 4 and climbing up Tin Tower. Alright, so other than the pass, we're not really finding anything. So we're going to go ahead and climb up Sprout Tower. It might not be needed, but 1, the experience is nice, especially with this level boost. And 2, it's so tempting to catch you. And 2, there are items in here anyway, so it's just good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and save. I still haven't checked the TM, but I'm sure it'll be good. I'm sure it'll be good. The Porygon 2 is something I wish that I had. In fact, can I see the... Okay, we have Confusion and Flamethrower as TM, so you know what? I might die. Okay, so, you know, that's why we saved. Explosions kind of sucks. Let's just hope it doesn't explode a second time. If it does, then I'm going to fight an optional trainer to get bigger. But yeah, some people might have noticed when I had my settings screen up that it said black and white experience. It said B/W. So if I'm lower level than something, then I'll get more experience. And if I'm higher level than something, I'll get less. So it's kind of good for these 50% boosts because that means I have a really high likelihood of catching up on experience. Okay, well, I don't think that this is going to be enough experience to really matter, but maybe the Porygon decides to be nice. Let me check if we have a revive. If I have a revive, I do not. Okay, I was going to say if we have a revive, I could catch something real quick. Let's just crit the Porygon. Crit for charity. How about that? We'll crit for charity. There's no way this Porygon 2 kills us a third time, right? Oh, okay. There's 4-leaf clover, right? We'll give it like 2 more tries. Otherwise, I'll go fight a couple of optional trainers. This is ridiculous. So, anyone that isn't super familiar with Pokemon, or you might not know like some of the inner mechanics. So there is something called same type attack bonus. Oh, thank you. Same type attack bonus, which gives you a 50% increase to moves that deal damage that are your type. So Explosion is normally 250 power. But then because Porygon 2 is normal type, it's now 375 power. And then on top of that, Explosion and Self-Destruct have your defense. So it's essentially like a 5 billion damage attack. It's unfair. But we got past it eventually. Also, for anyone that is wondering if Kadabra will evolve, there is a setting in the randomizer program that allows trade evolutions to evolve via level. So if we stick with this Kadabra, it will become an Alakazam at 37. Or an Alakazam can just show up and rub it in. That's neat. This encounter rate's actually kind of bad. I do have a couple of repels, but I want to save them for later. Now, something I do want to do is teach Flamethrower. I don't know if I want to teach Confusion in case we main swap, but Flamethrower was something that we had that we could buy again, so that feels kind of like an okay thing to do. So let's go ahead and at least teach Flamethrower. We'll do it over Bide. Gonna save again. These early game fights are scary, just because of the 50% level boost. Okay, now I'm extremely glad that we taught Flamethrower, because it's an easy kill. See, we're doing fine. Once we got past the exploding digital duck, nothing's gone wrong. I wasn't worried, you were worried. Ow, extreme speed hurts. Like I said, because of the 50% level boost, Elderly is going to have a level 15. Assuming it isn't too bad, this is kind of why skipping trainers with black and white experience is really nice, because we'll get more experience off of it. But it's also way stronger than us. And I'm a Kadabra. I've seen wet paper bags with better defense than a Kadabra, so we'll do our best.
Hey, Keys.
Hello.
You got time for a donation?
Absolutely.
We have an anonymous $10 donation that says, I had a strategy for Pokemon Crystal involving a Kelfkey and a pre-evolved Larion. I called it the Keizaron strat.
Boo. Thank you for the $10. Okay, so I kind of made a face right when that donation was being read, not because of the donation, but because this guy normally has a Hoot Hoot, and he let a Hoot Hoot, so, you know, what kind of rando moment, but I'm gonna sort my bag a little bit real quick. Also, definitely feel free to just pop in whenever you want for a donation. A lot of this is gonna be just a lot of random fights and just moving around.
Well, while you're menuing, can I do this little spill then?
Absolutely.
A reminder that this is the SpeedGaming Spring Marathon benefiting No Kid Hungry charity with the mission of ending childhood cancer. You can get the donation link by typing in !NKH in chat, looking at our Twitch profile, or by going to speedgaming.org/nokidhungry. Thank you for helping us support such a great cause.
All right, we're all healed up and everything. I'm going to go ahead and enter the gym. So despite the fact that this is a full item randomizer and you can kind of go out of order a lot, since we don't have the squirt bottle, the only way forward is south to Route 32. And the only way you can access that is by beating this gym, even if it doesn't give you anything. So while Sprout Tower ended up becoming optional because there was absolutely nothing in there we needed, we have to do this no matter what. So doing Sprout Tower early from a strategy standpoint is pretty smart because all the experience you can get. Now, if you were a sane person and didn't do 50% level increase like me, you could probably get away with skipping it. But it's also just easy experience anyway. Okay, so first gym leader. This may be the only gym leader we have to face, or we might have to fight all of them because we get super unlucky with the seed. Who knows? Okay, crunch hurts. That crunch really hurt. Ow. Trying to learn Fire Blast. I mean, it's redundant with Flamethrower, but it's better than Substitute, so we'll go ahead and get that. All right, we didn't save, but that's fine. Experience is nice. That was rude. All right, we're gonna go in again without saving. If we die again, that's fine because we get some experience from this first Mon. We are losing a little money, but I have a ton of money items on me, so we should be fine. That was really rude. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna paralyze with Thunderbolt. Oh no, we're just gonna crit. See, easy. Ah, who needs backup saves? All right, he gave me a full heal. And he gave me a pink bow. So we are getting absolutely nothing for key items right now. The two items that we need to advance this section of the game, I either need the squirt bottle, as mentioned before, so we can get past the Sudowoodo, or a combination of both the Hive Badge and Cut. There's many ways to get there. One of them could be something as lame as getting Surf and Waterfall and the needed badges for that and going all the way to the Elite Four. If that happens for this stream, I will be absolutely disgusted. That's happened to me twice before, and it's very long and very slow and very arduous, but hopefully that's not the case. All right, so we're gonna get one of our HM friends here. It's a Vaporeon. Vaporeon's cool. I like Vaporeon. Hey, so chat, what you should do is you should post what your favorite evolution is in chat. It's always fun to see. I really like Sylveon. We're still not getting any key items. We've gotten the pass and the pass. All right. Another modification here is anything that's day-based, like this sibling. There's siblings that only show up on certain days. We're able to just get them regardless. So what I'm doing here is I'm saving before I enter the center. So in most Pokemon games, once you enter a Pokemon Center, that is your hub. So if you were to die or use teleport or something like that, then you would go to the last center that you entered. I saved there because if there's no item there, I would still rather my hub be in Violet City in case it's a situation where I have to backtrack a ton. So it saves me a ton of time, which on that note, there's a very high likelihood that I might have to do a few death warps. I'm going to toss some of these more useless heals because the X defend might matter. All right, another Ultra Ball. Wow, we're really just not finding stuff. We're either going to snowball a bunch of key items like towards the end, or it's just going to be one of those seeds. Gonna drop a couple more items we don't need. Wanted that star piece because it's good money, and also we did die to Falconer once, so we did lose half of our money. We keep finding Ultra Balls. We don't really need them. My Kingdom for Cut. or squirt bottle or something. So in terms of doing something like this, there's a lot of variants for like any sort of item randomizer for Crystal. Ooh, there's Crabhammer TM. That's nice. If anyone wants to get into doing something like this, what I definitely recommend first is trying just plain old key item randomizer. It only shuffles the key items amongst everything. Okay, so we got Cut. Cut was in the shop, so we're most likely getting the Hive badge next. But yeah, definitely start with like key item randomizer. Ton of fun. Really, really easy. You don't have to know where everything is. But you definitely learn a lot about item locations when you do a full item randomizer, and it can be a bit of an overwhelming amount of information. But it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it. I'm still hesitant to teach Confusion because I don't know if we're going to stick with this Kadabra. We taught Cut there even though I can't use it yet just because we were in the menu, one of those like small optimization things. We might stick with this Kadabra, though. Thunderbolt Flamethrower is really good. We might want to not unalive like we're currently doing, though. Do I have any other, like, small heals? I don't think I do. We just have the Max Potion. We do have a Revive, and we do have a second Mon, though, so we can get away with dying once. I'd rather not, but we could. Alright, Butterfree, easy. Flamethrower, gone. Let's go, Kadabra. We don't want Takedown. Okay, good thing we had the Miracle Berry. We're gonna equip another one. That's kind of the joy of having Miracle Berry, is it's just a full heal that activates. Max Potion's nice. I'm going to go ahead and put this Miracle Berry on again, and I'm going to scroll this Max Potion up. We're kind of low on the healing items. I think a couple of shops did have healing items, but we didn't really have the budget for them. Dabra's doing pretty all right, though. I didn't think we'd be sticking with this, but we didn't really look too hard, but we didn't find anything to replace it with. Alright, saving before him. It'd be awful if we died in the very last possible fight and go all the way back to Violet. Rousey. Sketched Thunderbolt. And then used Bone Meringue. That makes sense. Alright, we get a free heal after this, so that's nice. Get an item from you. Full Restore is also just really, really good in general. Never going to complain about getting that. Alright, Pidgeot. Easy. Easy Thunderbolt. I know type matchups. Tyranitar. Terrifying. Alright, we gotta move at 21, I believe. Mirror Coat. Not interested. I'm gonna go ahead and put another berry on. You're gonna see me clear my bag out a lot too. Especially when I have certain berries, like Miracle Berry, since it's a full heal, anytime I get a status heal, I'm probably gonna drop it just for space. Because this is the, you know, day and age of Pokemon where there were bag limits. I'm gonna go ahead and save before the gym leader. He's not strictly required, but he might have an item that we need. Also, experience is nice. Also, we don't have that many checks left, and we still need a badge or squirt bottle or something. That really hurt. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. That's a bigger bit of a problem. Owie. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're making it interesting. Please stop landing that. It's 50% for that to land. That's so rude! Oh, then he has Spore. Oh, this is a fight. We do have a revive, though, so we should be fine. I did not mean to do that. Alright, we're definitely going to have to use our revive, but that's fine. So it's a little beneficial to have Vaporeon knocked out, because if we do need to Death Warp back to Violet, at least it's already like halfway there. But that was kind of a brutal fight, but we're through it. Got a TM, and we got an X Defend. Okay, so that means there's really not that many places I can check now. I think there's only like 1 or 2. I'm gonna go ahead and use my last max potion here. Again, I could enter the center here, but I really want to keep my hub in Violet. Oh, not Violet. Yeah, in Violet City. Fun fact about Spore missing there. So, Gen 2 has this quirk where if the AI uses a move that can status, the status has a 1 in 4 chance to not work. So something like Spore, which is a 100% move, still has a 1 in 4 chance to not put you to sleep. I don't know why. It just is. Okay, we have 2 checks left. So it has to either be Squirt Bottle or Badge. Or it could somehow both be like Badge and Surf or something, but that's very unlikely. Okay, so we are literally down to the last check. So unless I somehow miss something, this is going to produce an item we need. Actually, no, there's technically 2 checks, but now I'm just lying to everyone. There's 2 checks, I promise. I did the math this time. Uh-oh. Okay, it's fine. Last check. Otherwise, I completely and utterly missed something. Okay. Had me worried there for a little bit. Now we can advance the video game. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to save. You're going to see me save a lot in this, because if I go out of my way to check something and it doesn't have an item I need, then it's just a complete waste of time to backtrack twice. So we're going to go back to a couple of the cut checks in this direction, and if it's nothing, then we will literally just save and quit back.
Hey, while you're going back, you got time for a donation?
Absolutely.
Got a $10 donation from Richard saying, I love Keys and I love Mocha. You're both slaying it, gamers. You the best.
Love you, Richard. I was so scared. I was so scared that I somehow missed a check. But it's fine. So we got this cut check and then another one here in Violet, and then if it's nothing, I will reset. Okay, if this TM's good, it might be worth not resetting, so we're gonna check what this TM is. Bite. I'm not in a dire need to use Bite, so we're gonna go ahead and reset, and now we'll just advance. So now comes a conundrum and why I was kind of hesitant on sticking with the Kadabra. Because we can get past this cut tree now, that means that I have access to Kanto because we got the train pass earlier. I can run into up to a level 33 Mon, which is obviously a massive improvement over my level 24. But it could also not be anything good. Okay, Giga Drain's not too bad. Help. Oh, he's picked up Sweet Scent. We don't really need. Hardstone boosts rock moves, but we don't have it. Okay, we have a second badge. That's neat. Soul Badge doesn't do anything for us in terms of HMs in this game, but it is one of the 16 badges we need. We're finally making some progress. So this seed's been kind of weird so far in the sense of it's actually been incredibly vanilla. There hasn't been much that's made us go out of our way. We're gonna go ahead and pick up the odd egg. That way I can get a third Mon, because we do need 2 HM friends. Alright, Goldenrod City's Mart is the home to a lot of checks now. So before I do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and sell stuff. That way I can make space in my inventory. Also get some, you know, shopping money. Don't need Nightshade. Don't need Mirror Move. Might keep Sweet Scent for now. Alright, we got Fly. That's cool. Usually I don't ever get Fly until it's far too late. We just need the badge and then we can actually fly around. It's good to note that we have X specials here too. Some full restores and escape ropes. I'm actually going to buy some escape ropes. Alright, this shop has... It has some healing items, but I'm not too worried about that right now. Okay, so Mystery Egg is a key item, and we can buy rare candies here, so that's another thing I'm going to take note of. Now we can use pretty much whatever main I want. Yeah, if you ever see me kind of looking off into the distance, it's just because I always take notes when I do this. Even with a tracker, I always take notes. All right. Max Elixir is good for the Elite Four. When we get there eventually. All these balls are pretty much useless. We don't need any of them. Full heal is useless because we have Miracle Berries. Go ahead and scroll this up. We're going to the bike shop with our bike. Just kind of rub it in a little bit. Okay, our egg can hatch before I talk to him. I thought the game froze for a second. Alright, meet our second HM friend, Swinub. Okay, he gave us a water. He realized that we're getting thirsty because we're biking a lot, so he's helping us hydrate, which everyone in chat should do if you haven't yet. Go ahead and get some water and stay hydrated. Alright, max potion, good. Gotta do this quiz. The funny thing about Crystal, and I mean by extension Gold and Silver, is both this quiz and the Dragon's Den quiz, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. They're both exactly the same. Alright, so what I'm doing here is box healing. So not only is this like a nice way to save while getting a heal, but I also have not changed my hub still. Though my hub probably will change soon because we're going to enter Kanto, and Saffron is a very good hub for Kanto. We're going to do a couple of fights that we may not need to do here just so we can check some of the items in the underground. Yeah, you know, because we found the candies, I don't know if I will main swap. I think switching from the Kadabra at this point in time is a mistake. Like, we have a really solid moveset, and Alakazam's pretty baller, I would say. Okay, counterpoint, Blissey exists, and I hate it. So, something I did not think to explain until just now, because I did not even think about it because I'm so used to it. I'm sure there's people in chat that are very confused why the animations are not only gone, but incredibly quick. It's another quality of life thing. Gen 2 does have slow bars, not to the degree of like Diamond and Pearl, but... Alright, so we call that the scam shop, because even if it's a key item, he'll charge you for it. So we just bought the Rainbow Wing. That's half of the items that I need to access Tin Tower. So we need Clear Bell, we need Rainbow Wing, and we need to either defeat Morty or clear the radio tower. All right, we do not have a plane badge, so I can't do the plane badge check yet. I'm going to try to do as much clearing out of this area before we go to Kanto as possible, because the last thing I need to do is be close to some of these checks and then not do them. Not really an exciting item. You can also make the bug catching contest placements. I should have saved earlier. You can make the bug catching contest placements part of your randomized pool. It can be inconsistent to get second and third place. So for the sake of marathon safety, I turn that off. But that is an option you can do, and it's like my least favorite option. Not because I necessarily think it's bad, but I am incredibly unlucky when it comes to getting the place that I want. Okay, that full restore is nice, so even though I did the save so we can reset and save on movement, I might keep it. Yeah, okay, we're gonna keep that. Elixir and full restore are good. Also, I have the bike music off, which I'm sure some people have noticed. The surf music will also be off. I like to hear the overworld music, and it gets really tiring hearing the bike and surf all the time. My movement is not great right now. See, if we found that Kingdra earlier, I'd be using that instead. Kingdra's like one of the best mons you can use in a Gen 2 rando. It's a really good mon in general. Alright, this is the last check we can do in this area that isn't fighting Whitney, which we will fight Whitney, and then we will go ahead and go to Kanto. Oh, heck. Now, there are 2 checks that I could do that require a ton of backtracking. I'm not necessarily going to do that, but I could. It would be unfortunate if the items I need are those 2 checks. But when you're doing something like this, when it comes to like strategizing what to do, you really want to focus on stuff that will give you the most density of checks. So fighting Whitney right now might not necessarily be the correct play, but it's just so I don't have to worry about this area anymore. And going to Kanto is absolutely the right play. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Marking off some of the stuff in my tracker, just so I can keep track. Yeah, I think teaching confusion right now is not a terrible idea. I think we're just gonna stick with the Kadabra. Oh, hey, you know what? Psychic TM. You know what? We're sticking with the Kadabra. Well, there you go. That solved that. All right. Who in chat believed in Kadabra? Because I sure didn't. I'll admit that this was not what I was expecting. Oh, well, that also wasn't what I was expecting. Ouch. All right, we got a revival herb. See, we did pick up an X defend, so I will use that. Oh, he crit me. Okay, so crit goes through X defend, and I don't think we have another revive. Oh, we do have a revive. Cool. So let's try that again. Let's send Kenya out, because he's going to Mega Kick one more time, I'm pretty sure. All right, now he's out of Mega Kicks. I don't know what other moves he has. Okay, Moonlight's kind of annoying. You can stop that, please. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so Kadabra will become Alakazam at level 37. And this moveset's very, very good, so I have no reason to want to swap right now. Even though we had an opportunity to get a higher level mon. Okay, so Whitney was completely useless. We've done almost every check that we can possibly do in Johto. We have certainly done every convenient check that we can do right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take the train to Kanto, where we're horribly, horribly, horribly underleveled right now, but that's okay. I love that jingle. Okay, so the big thing I want to rush here, after checking a couple of things in Saffron, is to go to Celadon, because Celadon has another big mart, just like Goldenrod, so that's a lot of checks we can get. EP up's nice, I can use that on Psychic. I'm gonna check this mart as well. Also, I'm gonna see if there's anything I can get rid of. Make a quick buck or two. So about the only point that I even consider main swapping now is if we get access to like a level 60 or 70 early. Secret Potion's good. That means we can fight Jasmine. Strength is good. One of the HMs that we might need. Excellent, excellent. Like, Strength may or may not be needed. More often than not, an HM is going to be needed to complete a seed, but there are seeds where you don't need to get certain HMs. So right now, we're kind of looking for either the Squirt Bottle still or the SS ticket. Just some way to get into the upper half of Johto. Right now, we don't have any access to that. Okay. What would really be nice is if I found Storm Badge soon, because we do have Fly, so that means I can actually, you know, fly. Alright, we're saving here real quick. There's an item that's back here, and it's faster to just save and quit if it's an item you don't want or need than it is to do all the movement. Alright, Max Elixir's not a terrible item, but we don't really need it, so... Gonna go ahead and back out there. Now we're at probably Key Item Central number 2. Alright, no key items there. No key items there. Alright, the game's making me out to be a liar right now. Oh my goodness. I was so excited to get, like, 2 more key items. Okay, card... Aw, gross. Okay, we're gonna buy some mystery berries, because that's basically just ethers. So we can start making space in our inventory again. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this ether. And then get rid of this max elixir. And get rid of this elixir. Just to make space. I will buy like 5x speeds just because we're here and we might need it. So there's only 1 key item in this giant mart. I'm actually kind of surprised. Fastball is not something we need. We just sold elixir, so of course we'd pick up an elixir. Now, technically, we could fight some of these gym leaders right now, but why? Why would I? We're incredibly underleveled right now. Okay, I'm actually gonna save. There's an incredibly high likelihood that we can't beat the trainer to reach Fuchsia. And also, I have a lot of money and I don't want to lose it. Because I do want to be able to buy rare candies eventually. Now, something with these randomizers is usually, if you ask anyone like what the best item to equip is, it's usually leftovers. But with something like Shop Sanity, where you can buy rare candies, We want an amulet coin. We want double the money, desperately. Okay, I don't see a universe where we live. Alright, so I will take the money hit for now, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Saves us a little bit of time on movement, but I did make that save if I do change my mind. Also, if these items here are kind of crappy, then, you know, we have the option to turn around. Okay, never mind. We're gonna pick up the fog badge and we're gonna like it. The fog badge helps us because not only is it one of the badges we need, but once we get surf, we're able to actually use it. Let's see what this shop has. Pokeballs. An SS ticket. So that is, we still don't have Squirt Bottle, but we have a way to the other part of, that's funny. We have our way to the other part of Johto now. So I'm committed to just taking that money loss. We're going to go ahead and go back, because there's still stuff in Kanto that I can do. So we're going to check out Cerulean real quick. And then we're going to check out essentially like the entire bottom right of Kanto. Or at least as much as I can do. Okay, so I'm actually going to buy Dig here. And then sell these escape ropes. It puts space in our inventory. I can't believe that the last item I could find in Vermilion was the ticket. Alright, so if Hobbs were watching, I'm sure he'd want me to do the route right here because he loves when I fight Misty, but that's not happening. Sorry. Oh, shoot, I forgot one of the items. There's an item on Route 5 in this house. This is why I'm glad that I have the tracker up. I know where all the item locations are, but sometimes you just kind of forget. Okay, we didn't need the max ether, but that is pretty decent money, actually. I'm not too sad about grabbing that. I have a feeling that Hobbs is watching because I just got a DM from Hobbs. Okay, so I could technically do Rock Tunnel, but I don't have Flash, so that's out of logic. Okay, Basement Key. I could also buy Master Balls, but we don't need to. So Basement Key kind of scares me a little bit. Because if the item that we need is in the Goldenrod basement, I'm going to have to fight my rival, who is much higher level than me right now. Okay, Thunder Badge. Now, if I want to take care of the basement, now is actually the better time to do it before I end up with a ton of badges. Once you have 7 badges, the radio tower gets taken over, and it does not matter which badges they are. So you could literally have 7 Kanto badges, and the game is just like, oh, you have 7 badges, so therefore Team Rocket's taking over. So we really want to make sure that I don't delay. We're also going to take an intentional death here. But I will fight to see if I can get some experience. If we somehow win this, I'd be absolutely shocked. Okay, well, yeah, we weren't surviving a Mega Horn from a bug. No, please, hit me. Why would you bubble me? Okay, that's fine. Alright, successful death warp. Now we're gonna go onto the boat and we're gonna die again. We're doing a really bad job of being good at fighting. But this is one of 3 fights that you can actually lose in the game and still make progress. The 3 fights are this sailor I'm about to fight, the very first rival fight, and then Ucine. For some reason, you can lose to Ucine, and the game doesn't count it as a wipe. I'm not entirely sure why. We're gonna go ahead and fight this guy. If I were to die to anyone besides this guy for whatever reason, well, I guess it's for like soft lock potential. My hub is now Vermilion. Can't believe the Ho-Oh is back and angrier than ever before. My goodness. Have some mercy. See, it would be nice to get experience there, but the game kind of didn't give us the opportunity. Alright, so this is a very, very strange roundabout way to get to where I need to go, but we've done it. Also, fun little quirk about this game. So, if you enter Olivine for the first time through here, like through the port, the game doesn't actually unlock Olivine because it's impossible to do that. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's see what this shop has. Hopefully some more key items. Well, the rare candies are here as well, so I'm gonna take note of that. Olivine. I'm gonna sell some stuff. And then we're gonna buy some candies. I could sell the PP ups. In fact, I might sell the PP ups. Even though it'd be nice for Psychic. We're gonna be healing a lot, so I'd rather do that.
But while you're candy shopping, we do have a $5 donation from Scruffy2011 that says, "Let's go Keys, show Hobbs how it's done."
Yeah, take that, Hobbs. Also, thanks for the donation. Be sure to get those donations in, folks. This is a really good cause. It's definitely worth it. In fact, while I'm biking around and just grabbing items, this might be a good time to remind everyone what they're donating towards.
Oh, yes. We are raising money for No Kid Hungry. It's a charity dedicated to providing meals for children in need, as well as supporting food banks and community groups that serve the areas that need it most. They provide emergency grants and expert guidance to schools and local community groups to help feed kids. If you want more information about this marathon, please check out speedgaming.org/NoKidHungry. See lists of prizes that are left and incentives that have already been met. And all donations go directly to the charity No Kid Hungry.
All right, so I was using that opportunity there to kind of check what my experience was. I don't want to use candies if I'm literally right there for the next level. Want to make sure that we take advantage of it. Okay, good miss, good miss. Even though that's a Togepi, I don't want to get hit by a bug move. We have paper for defense. I'm going to go ahead and use some of these candies now. And like I mentioned before at the beginning of my run, this is kind of one of the joys of doing Shop Sanity on top of Key Item Rando, is you can run just about anything once you know where you can find candies and once you have like any steady flow of income. So this Kadabra is now 3 levels away from becoming an Alakazam. There's a handful of checks that we can do here in the tower. It might not be needed, but we have the secret potion, so we can access the Jasmine fight. There's no chance on God's green earth I'm doing the Jasmine fight at this level, but it's there. Terrible miss. But it's okay. There are a few required fights here too, so it's kind of nice for the experience aspect. And Lord knows we need a ton of experience. Oh, another rare candy. Excellent. Proteins for more money, which means more candies. Excellent. We're definitely going to sell that protein and get more candy ASAP. The name of the game for me right now, besides getting the key items to finish the game, is budget level 100. Just figure out how to get the money for level 100. Because since everyone is 50% level boosted, that includes Red, who is required for me to beat this game. His entire team becomes level 100. You can beat his team of level 100s without a level 100, but as you could imagine, it's a lot easier if you do have level 100 yourself. Ah, you're giving me baby experience. What is this? Okay, Flappy's a little better, I guess. Alright, we got 2 more items we can grab here. Max Potion's always good for healing. We don't need Ultra Ball at all, so in the end, this place was kind of bad. Now, Jasmine is available once I'm ready to fight, which I am not. Go ahead and sell some more stuff. Budget those candies. We here at Full Item Randomizer fully support cavities. We want all the cavities. We want all the sugar. I would also... You got time. Oh, go ahead.
That's it. You got time for a donation. DJ Hobbs has spoken.
Oh, no.
$10 donation saying, first Alec exam with Psychic. Now, soon to be Alec exam with Psychic. Clearly, this man is a cheater.
Why are you gonna call me out like that, Hobbs? How could you? Big shout outs to Hobbs, by the way. Jay Hobbs is my co-host for The First Step, which is a show that we do to try and encourage everyone to pick up speedrunning. Which that message extends to everyone in chat right now too. You don't have to be scared to pick up speedrunning. Just pick up a game and go fast. You can be a speedrunner just like that. Alright, so we have to do this fight to reach this one berry tree. It's kind of silly. Easy fight. I would still like the squirt bottle. We do have 6 badges right now. 6, 5? How many do I have? 5. Okay. I don't want to get too many more badges because we have the basement key. But we don't have a nice way into Goldenrod right now. Alright, we're gonna go here. Another situation where we might not necessarily need to go into this area, but 1, it's good experience, and 2, if we have to go to Tin Tower, which more often than not you do, this is one way to get it. As mentioned before, the requirements to enter Tin Tower in its entirety are Rainbow Wing, Clear Bell, and 1 of either defeating Morty or defeating the radio tower. Oh dear. Okay, it's fine. Snorlax missed a ton. So we're probably going to turn into an Alakazam after this fight. Or get really, really close. Extreme speed hurts. I don't want to take damage. We are allergic to fists. I picked the wrong move. Ah, stab, stomp. Ouch. Okay, well, we're alive. That's always a good thing. Okay, what are these roamers? Okay. Okay. Alright, anyone who's not as savvy with Pokemon Cries as I am, we have Cubone, Poliwhirl, and I think that was Snubbull. I've played this game a lot, so I recognize a lot of the cries. Alright, we're going back in here because there's a hidden item that we couldn't grab before. That's good money. Never gonna complain about rare candy money. I do need to use some of my power point healing. He just gave us headbutt. I might do the Kimono Girls, which is traditionally a really, really awful check. Not because it's a bad check, but it's 5 fights for 1 item. But the experience would be really, really valuable. Let's see. While I'm in the menu, I might as well teach some moves. We don't have to do it later. Go ahead and use this max elixir. Go ahead and use this max potion. We're gonna move the max potion up. That's not where I wanted it to go, but that's okay. The full heals I can throw away eventually. Okay, we have a repel up already. Oh, also, because we didn't take care of the Pseudo Widow tree yet, the twins are now Pseudo Widows. For some reason. Something, programming, something. Yeah, so this shouldn't be too bad. Oh, my camera's being a little weird. Hold on. It's capturing Discord for some reason. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, we have an Alakazam now. So now we've gotten significantly better. And now we have a Suicune on our screen. Also, that Umbreon was 1 trainer shy of being just a vanilla location. The trainer we just beat normally has Umbreon. French vanilla randomizer, I tell you what. Don't mind me struggling a little, I just want to take off my hoodie real quick. This run's got me all hot and bothered. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check the mart, which I should have done when I first got here, because that's a lot of checks. Nothing. Nothing I want. All right, now we're gonna take out Morty, because this is the easiest requirement that we could reach to access Tin Tower later. The one benefit of delaying it and doing. Let me think what my sentence was going to be here. The one benefit of delaying it and doing Radio Tower instead, I got there eventually, is beating Radio Tower also gives you access to Claire's gym. So we might end up being redundant and clearing out more than we need to. But again, experience. This is 2 checks that we can get out of the way early. All right. We still don't have Surf. Do we? We do not, I think. Right? Surf would be nice. There is a chance that Surf could be locked behind the basement key stuff, which is unfortunate. We really, really, really would like to get either Storm Badge or Squirt Bottle at this point in time. That way we have an easier way to get back to Goldenrod. I'm definitely nervous right now because I would like to get there sooner rather than later because, again, I don't want 7 badges and then have to do a bunch of extra stuff that I don't need to do. And this game's so much easier now that we're in Alakazam. Alright, less easy because he murdered us. Got it. Oh, do I have a revive? I have 1. 3. I have 3. Right when I made fun of the game struck back. Incredibly rude. Oh no. Why is Ho-Oh everywhere? Worst turkey. Also, has it missed a Mega Kick once? I don't think it has. That's wild. Okay, well, Morty's down. Magnet and full heal. This was not the play. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and advance a little more. Charcoal's good money. At least in the older games. In the newer games, it's really, really not good money. But in the older games, it's a lot of money for some reason. Okay, expansion cards. So that's one of the 3 pieces of the Pokegear that we need. So we're one step closer to advancing further into Kanto. Hyper Potion's always nice. We always love heals. X Special's nice. I need to buy more of those. Now, we do have a shop here in Mahogany we can check out. Nothing I want. Okay. So I don't know why I did the movement like that. Not counting this fight that I so foolishly got into. I'm going to save because if the cut maze doesn't have an item, it's a lot of movement. And also we have to recut the trees over and over.
Hey, Keys, while you're cutting, got time for a couple of donations?
Absolutely.
We have a $5 donation from Scruffy2011 that says, "Hey, Hobbs, look, it's Alakazam. Also, Keys, can you remind us of Jinx's cry?"
Oh, dear.
We have a $10 donation from Joker that says, "Hey, Keys, you were talking about Pokemon cries, but what's a Jinx's cry? I can't seem to remember."
Aww. All right, let me clear my throat. Hey, we found a squirt bottle. I should have just done that from the beginning. That's what summoned the squirt bottle. Excellent. Go team. Okay, now we have a way back to Goldenrod. It's still kind of slow, but... And the clear bell. Okay, we can access Tin Tower now, which is horrifying, but... Oh my goodness. So this seed is starting to... I mentioned earlier, it'll probably snowball, and it definitely is snowballing right now. I think the most logical thing that we're going to run into next is Surf. At least I would imagine. We can't reach the shiny yet, which means we can't do Rocket Hideout yet, because, again, we need Surf. But there is this annoying item that's up here. And now we do a lot of backtracking. Again. Okay, I want that item because irons sell for a lot. We go ahead and throw away this upgrade, which does not sell for a lot. And I'm actually going to go ahead and go back into the shop that we've already entered, just so I can sell these items and make space. Got a lot of stuff I could sell. Got a lot of candy money ready. Yeah, the one downside... I forgot to repel. The one downside of not having fly yet is if you have to backtrack, it's quite a bit of time. The sooner we find fly, the sooner we not necessarily trivialize the seed, but it becomes a lot easier. Right now, movement's very time-consuming. And you can kind of see why like I said at the beginning of this, why I forced bike instead of just had it hidden somewhere. I had a feeling I forgot that item. Alright, if the Sudowoodo's a Mewtwo, I'll donate $100. Okay, it's not a Mewtwo. I'll still donate after my run, though, don't worry. Okay, so there's a lot we can do now. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Kenya up, finally. I'm also going to save and backtrack all the way to Professor Elm. Because we got the mystery egg, so we can get that check. Alright, he gave us a miracle berry. Go ahead and save now. We still only have the 5 badges, which actually kind of surprises me. I was fully expecting the game to give us badges so I could feel bad about not being in Goldenrod. Now, something that is going to happen here is, since we haven't backtracked yet, we're going to fight Rival, and if we reset, Rival's still going to be here, but this is Rival 1, to be clear. So this is level 8, normally level 5, but level 8 Hoot Hoot that just met a level 40 Alakazam. There's a reason our Rival's a bully, and it's because we bullied him first. Alright, hopefully... If it's an item we need, that's totally fine, but hopefully it isn't anything, so I can just reset and hurry up. Alright, and we technically get 5 of this item, so if it's like rare candy, then... Okay, so we got 5 pink bows. I don't need that. But we are going to have to go through that cutscene again if we want to do more of the checks that involve Elm. Also, since we're here anyway, I don't quite need it, I don't think. But this was the Bite TM that we reset away earlier, so in case we end up being walled by something and Bite is our answer, at least we have it now. Alright, now we're finally going to make our way back to Goldenrod. Finally. And I'm finally going to use a center. We have been very, very careful to be very picky about centers for the death warping and everything, but Goldenrod is a pretty alright hub. Oh, right. I returned to Kenya. Okay. We have 6 badges. That was kind of scary. So if we find a badge while we're in the basement, that's going to be really funny because there's going to be rockets that show up. So we're just going to be under attack out of nowhere. Hopefully that's not what happens. Well, I guess while we're here too, I can go ahead and buy some X specials and then also buy some more rare candies. So let's go ahead and do that. 21 X specials will probably be more than enough. We shall see though. And I forgot what floor rare candies were. Probably floor 4 or it was that first mart and I totally just overlooked it. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me go ahead and try to afford one more candy here. Oh, I can do it. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna check how close we are to the next level as well, because I might fight an optional trainer. Alright, 549. So I'm gonna go ahead and fight an optional trainer just so we can get the most out of these candies. I don't know if it will actually give us enough, but we'll see. Okay. So we'll fight the trainer that's up here as well, because she also only has one. Unless this is like a Magikarp or an actual literal baby, this should get us the level. Alright, that is neither a Magikarp nor a literal baby. In fact, that gave us a lot. We should have fought her first. Okay, excellent. So now you're going to see why I was kind of hesitant to come here super early. Because of the 50% level boost and everything, this rival fight can be pretty bad. Which is another reason why I really want to maximize my levels here. So now it's not going to be too bad. We're going to be level 53. Because we keep buying Butterfingers and Snickers and Milky Ways, and Alakazam is a sugar fiend. I should put a Miracle Berry on Alakazam. I don't know why I haven't. Actually, we're going to go ahead and stop at level 52, just so I still have one rare candy in my inventory. That way we don't run into a situation where I have to throw away items if I find a rare candy on the floor. And we're gonna take this big important save just in case. Okay, I was talking about how scary this fight might be, and then you send that out, so I once again look like a liar. I'll go ahead and use this opportunity to kind of organize my bag slightly as well. I had to move my X specials up. Okay, perfect. That is the 1 in 4 chance of status failing again. So we just got the fabled Gen 2 miss. Sand attack would have been awful. We did have an X accuracy, which would skip accuracy checks, but this just helps us maintain that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save again. If I pick up a badge in this room, then I'm going to reset, because I don't want to pick up a badge in this room and then go to the next room and have to fight a bunch of rockets. Which if we do get 7 badges while we're here regardless, I might go ahead and just do Radio Tower anyway, just so we can have Claire ready, also get some of the experience, also get more money, so on and so forth. Alright, so far so good. Okay, so none of the badges were in this room. So if they're in this room, that'd actually be perfect. Ooh, Amulet Coin. Okay, we're equipping that right away. Amulet Coin doubles the amount of money you win from a battle, and since we want to buy an absolute ridiculous amount of candy, that's perfect. Okay. So Surf was in here, so I kind of called that. Oh. Okay, well, there you go. I found a 7th badge, and there's just rockets here now. That's funny. Alright, well, while we're down here, I might as well talk to the director. That's silly. What a silly game. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so we needed to be down here with 7 badges. So he doesn't give you an item unless you have 7 badges. So that actually worked out beautifully. We just got a lot of checks out of nowhere. Also, Professor Elm's now telling me that Goldenrod's under attack. You know, after we got ambushed. Okay, that was worthless. Okay, well, we're here anyway. We have the card key, so I can make this relatively quick. Gonna go ahead and do another one of those box heals for Alakazam. Also, this is the best music in the game. You get to hear the rocket theme over and over and over. Yeah, like this is actually great for a multitude of reasons, even though it is a lot of fights for a handful of checks. So we're getting that experience that's really valuable with 50% level boost. We're also getting a ton of money because we just got the amulet coin. It's gonna be great. This is great. This Alakazam's gonna need a really, really good dentist. Are there any good dentists in chat? Please DM me your rates. My poor Alakazam. We still need Storm Badge, though, so we can actually fly and make this a lot easier. I have an idea of the route I want to do. I can't believe that Plain Badge was... Flamethrower for Retris. That thing's very dead. Its entire family line is gone. Alright, and the nice thing is since we have card key, we can skip a couple of the fights and just go here immediately. Now, I am kind of debating whether or not to teach Surf, and that might sound like a silly thing to say, but if we teach Surf and then I luck into Ice Beam somehow, then I won't be able to really justify teaching that over anything. So I'm kind of sticking with Crabhammer for now, but we'll see what happens. We still don't have Zephyr Badge or Flash, though. Like, there's a lot of items that we are technically not supposed to be able to grab. But we do have Surf, which unlocks a lot of stuff. I Thunderbolted Tangela. Don't know why. Good miss. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and heal before this fight, and save, because this fight is a terrible one to die to. I sure would like to be able to fly. That would be cool. Oh no, he growled. My poor attack stat. That Parasect is very, very dead. Alright, so we defeated Team Rocket. It's kind of redundant, like I said earlier, because we did Morty already, but if something's locked in Dragon's Den or if it's locked behind Claire, we had to do this. But there are a few checks we can do here now, too. None of which are panning out. None of which are panning out. Also, even though we just defeated Team Rocket, for some reason, this fake director is still here. Which is really funny. In vanilla, he has 5 coughings and a wheezing. The least threatening team ever. Now, at any point in time, if we have a way to the Elite Four, I will probably do it almost ASAP because of the experience, because of the money, and Elite Four is one of my requirements to beat this. Alright, so we're completely done with Radio Tower. Gonna go ahead and do another box heal again. I love these box heals because every time you move a Pokemon, it's a save, so it's just a good way to kind of make sure that you don't lose a lot of progress while also getting a heal. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna pop a Repel. We're going to go ahead and teach Surf to Vaporeon. Like I said, I'm kind of waiting on the Alakazam. Probably literally the most useless possible item you can get is a male. Now we're going to go ahead and do the Soft Sand Girl area, which we're so high level anyway that I might as well do the Soft Sand Girls anyway, just so we don't have to backtrack. Also, we don't have Fly yet, so... Oh. There's another badge. There's another badge. All right, well, we're just getting spoon-fed now. Now we're up to 9 badges? 10 badges? We're up to 10? 9. We're up to 9. 10. I can't count. Math is hard. I can't believe we found that many badges. So Goldenrod and South of Goldenrod was responsible for 4 badges in the span of like 5 minutes. But none of the badges that we got are what we need. I still need Storm Badge so we can fly. And we don't have any piece of Whirlpool or Waterfall yet. But our progress is still really, really good, given the circumstances. Okay, so everything before the Soft Sand Girls was great, and then the Soft Sand Girls themselves were not great. But we've done a lot of fights. We just leveled up. We're going to go ahead and go back to the mart, and we're going to buy more candies because we're losing our sugar high.
Why are you buying more candies? Got time for another donation?
Absolutely.
IBA donates $5 and says, "Good luck on the run. Pokemon will always be near and dear to me, and it is awesome to see these rando runs."
I hope y'all are enjoying the rando so far. Oh, perfect. 16 candies. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna candy as soon as I menu again, which will be soon. So we're gonna, because we don't have Fly, but we have, okay, I don't know what that movement was. Because we have a handful of checks that I can do to the south that are kind of inconvenient but could be helpful, we're gonna go ahead and backtrack a little bit. We're gonna pretend like I didn't hit this trainer. Because we can go to Slowpoke Well, we could go to Union Cave. We can do a lot of things now. Gonna go ahead and do some light healing here. Shove more candies in Alakazam's mouth. What's everyone's favorite candy bar? I really like Paydays. See, now I'm not afraid of most fights. There's still a handful of fights that are scary, but... just like last time, I'm going to use all but 1 candy. That way we still have a slot in our bag for candies. We're going to be level 73. Not a bad level at all. Because we have Surf, it's a lot faster to get through this forest than the first time. All right, there are 2 items we can find here, and there's going to be 2 items in Union Cave. Unfortunately, I can't do any of the Ruins of Alf checks right now because we don't have a Waterstone or Flash. There's also quite a few checks we can do in Northeast Johto now because we have 7 badges. So we are able to... we're able to go to Ice Path and whatnot, and since we have Strength, we can complete Ice Path. All right. 2 items in here. We're still really hoping for Storm Badge, just for ease of movement, but also we're hoping for more pieces of Pokegear, badges in general, a way to get to Elite Four eventually. Venusaur is a fantastic item, never going to complain about that. It is also Friday in-game, which means that the Lapras down here is available. Okay, well, we're being spoon-fed even more. Storm Badge is great. I mentioned the Lapras, so we're going to take the time to look at that because we probably have enough time to budget for that at this point. The seed is very good now. It started off rough. That was a Yanma, I think. Oh, I'm so happy we can fly now. Movement's so much nicer. Alright, we have a lot of checks we can do. So we're gonna do a lot of these checks. There's 2 that we can do here in Violet. There's another one on 32. There's 1 we can do in Cherry Grove. There's actually a couple of checks we can do in Tojo, even though we can't access all of Tojo yet. So I might put that off for a little bit. Alright, nothing valuable here in the water of Violet, but that's okay. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I've seen you the whole time, and I haven't really, like, interacted like I planned. But I did see Emre mention that if we hit 7K, then they'll bring our cat Boxy on camera. So, you know, little incentive to try to get us to 7K. All right, so it's technically slower to go to Route 29 from this side, but we would have to refight Rival again. Okay, she gave us a sharp beak. That doesn't help us. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I flew here anyway, so let's go ahead and go do the couple of checks we could do here in Tojo. I'm excited for the man to say this is my first step into Kanto. Let's just act like we've never been here before. Okay, Pokegear. I'm glad I came here. So now we just need Radio Card. And then we can access the other half of Kanto and also go do the Elite Four. Which, as mentioned, I want to do the Elite Four ASAP. Elite Four is kind of like the easiest path for us to get to level 100. Okay, Red Scale is another key item, so coming here early was actually really smart. We'll go ahead and check on the Red Scale here. I don't know how many repels we have, but now that I can fly, I can get them whenever. Oh, a rare candy. What a friend. Thanks. Go ahead and use that. It was worth it for that alone. That's actually really funny because the place that I just got the red scale in vanilla is a rare candy. So we literally picked up the rare candy slot and got a rare candy out of it. Okay, we're picking up more money. This candy collection's looking greater and greater. Okay, Glacier Badge. So we are halfway to being able to use Whirlpool. We're falling into a lot of these badges really quickly. It's kind of nice. Which, this doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be bad checks, but I know how the game is, so we're probably going to have like a really obnoxious check somewhere. It's probably going to be Misty, and Hobbs is going to laugh. The sooner we can find Flash, the sooner I can grab items in Logic. I could technically grab them out of Logic, but I'm trying to avoid that. Alright, so after I push these boulders, you're going to see me do a save and quit again. Because it's faster to do the save and quit than it is to climb back up after dropping. Alright. Awakening we don't need. I'll look at what TM16 is. If it's Ice Beam, we keep it. Otherwise, who cares? Solar Beam! Wrong beam! Tried very hard. Yeah, so the save and quit there saved me from having to do a lot of extra movement. Oh, we still don't have Rock Smash either. Realized. That's weird. Got another TM. Full restores are always good. Full heals not as important since we have Miracle Berries. Rising Badge is nice, so we're halfway to being able to use Waterfall. And it also unlocks a check with Professor Elm. Alright, so we don't need that gold berry. Ice Path was pretty nifty, pretty handy.
Hey Keys, I think you initiated a challenge because we got a $347 donation from Sean D04 that says if Keys can guess what the donation amount is a reference to, I'll donate another $307.
Wait, how much was the donation amount?
$347.
347. I feel like I should know this.
There is a hint if you want it.
Yes, I'll gladly take the hint.
It says, you remember etiquette Sword Shield run at GDQ.
Is that Waylord? It makes me think of Waylord. Is that Waylord? I'm gonna feel so smart if it's Waylord.
And then there's another donation while we wait on confirmation on that for $5 from Rhythm Badge that says, having been homeless myself before and currently relying on food banks for at least half of the food in my household, being able to return the favor for others is always nice. Keys, favorite generation of Pokemon.
Oh, I love Gen 2. I know it's kind of jank, but Gen 2 is always going to be my favorite no matter what. Okay. So we're going through this cutscene again. I'm trying to think what... We might as well get those pink bows again while we're at it. Sure. What was the number again? I'm racking my brain here.
It's 347.
347. What is 347? I'll figure this out. 347. Here I am trying to like path to where I'm supposed to go while also thinking, is 347 like one of the fossils? Is it Anorith? Might be Anorith? Alright, we did it. We finally found a soda wood. Oh my god, it's shiny. What are the chances? Incredible. There's also an item I can get now that I can surf here. I forgot to repel again. A Pokeball. That was worth it. Alright, so we're gonna go to Rocket Hideout now, because that's a place that can have a ton of checks. We also get to see Lance Hyper Beam a guy for some reason. Kinda rude. So we're starting to get to the point where there's more checks that are pointless than like items that are helpful. So it's kind of just a pick and choose right now. Like what do I feel like is the best? And so I'm just gonna go to a lot of areas that produce a lot of checks. Like in this case, like Rocket Hideout's gonna produce a ton. Doing Claire might not be a bad idea because it gives us Dragon Den access. It might be time to go to Cyanwood because that's a handful of checks we could do. At this point in time, I'm kind of just rushing to find a way to get to Elite Four before anything else. But right now, as it stands, if we find Waterfall, then we're good. Which once we beat Rocket Hideout here, because I did Radio Tower, the Mart here actually gets one extra item, so we're gonna check on that. We're gonna check on that after we finish this area. Okay, so our inventory's full, but I'm not gonna make space for anything unless it's a good item. I said a good item and I picked up a good rod. How does he do it? Incredible. Okay, this thing is mega dead to a Thunderbolt. Goodbye. Okay, Mineral Badge was here. We need the badge because it's a badge, but it doesn't give us anything HM-wise. So we're missing 2 badges. We're missing Cascade Badge and Earth Badge. At this point in time, my initial guess is that stuff is probably locked behind a Flash check, because Flash is like the only thing we haven't really done. Or it could be Whirl Islands, which is... Well, that's a Flash check, so I'd still be right in that regard, but... There's also Mount Mortar I can do, now that I can surf. There's some items on 42 I can go... There's a lot of stuff we can do. We're gonna slowly go west after I finish this, and we're gonna have a lot of checks we can do. If I'm feeling brave, I can also go to Tin Tower right now. We are incredibly over-leveled, so fights really aren't scary anymore. So the gimmick of this hideout is there's a bunch of like trap doors and whatnot. We already cleared out one floor with traps, and we turned it off using the computer because technology is great. These trainers that look like they're optional, I have to fight them because they give me passwords for other trap doors. Stardust is money, but I don't think it's it's not that much money, so I'm not gonna take the time to empty out my inventory for that. Carbos is a lot of money though, and I will gladly take the time to throw stuff away for that. Very good. More candies for us. We didn't really need that Great Ball. Our rival shows up here and it's kind of a jerk and pushes us. While we're on our bike, no less. It's really rude. Don't push anyone on a bike. We don't need the elixir because we have mystery berries. Yeah, so this seed started off really rough, but then a lot of the shops were really nice, and then stuff just kind of snowballed. So now where it's slowing down a little bit, the excitement of getting a ton of badges in a row is gone, and now we have to just hope that we just fall into something. I flamethrowered the Tangela this time. That's good. Alright, so now we get another password, because Murkrows can talk in this game. I missed the stairs entirely. Calcium's also money. We are throwing away items for that. Goodbye, Sharpbeak. Hello, money. A vitamin is the equivalent of one candy right now. Alright, we have this fight left, and we gotta beat 3 wild Pokemon, and then we are done with the hideout, but we're not done with the checks that come from it. There is a check at the gate guard above us, and then there's the 2 checks we get for fighting Price. Also just a good opportunity to get more experience and more money. I don't know why Flamethrower to Firemon, but I sure did. The big thing is Radio Card. That unlocks a lot. This could also be the rare seed where I get all the badges without access to the rest of Kanto. That's happened a couple of times. It's silly every time it happens.
Hey Keys, while you're taking out these this radio tower, we got a couple more donations in, and close to that 7,000. We got $50 from the Salty Kerfurful that says, "OMG, Aaron of the Keys. That was a shiny Pokemon. Why did you have to defeat it instead of catching it?"
I could have caught it, but...
And then Sean DO4 donates another $307 and said, "Well, you didn't figure it out, but I'm still gonna donate cause NKH is a great cause." 347 is FIRNT non-texting, and 347 and 307 is 654, which is NKH in T9, and etiquette number his trainer 437, which stands for GDQ.
I should have known. I should have known. Dang. Yeah, I was thinking I was tunnel visioned on Pokedex. Yeah, that is true.
It's like we're $51 away from 7,000.
Y'all get to see a cat on camera. We're so close. Oh, also, welcome to the worst ice puzzle ever. Not because it's a hard puzzle, but in vanilla, when these aren't rotators and there's a spinner, you don't have any chance of dodging him. He kind of just... It's messed up is what it is. Okay. This fight was super duper easy. Goodbye, price. Portrait mail and something else I couldn't pick up. Okay, so we're gonna check this item over here. Waterfall. Okay, cool. Cool. It's gonna sell a bunch of stuff now that I can. An earthquake TM when we don't have someone that can use it. Okay, so now I can go to the Elite Four, which I'm actually feeling is the right play. We're gonna go ahead and do the Elite Four, because we have to anyway. I'll quickly check my experience, though, to see how close I am to a level. Okay. So usually, you'll get the 3 pieces of Poké Gear, and you'll get to the Elite Four from Kanto. Like, in one of these randos. Like, I'm doing it what you would normally do in the base game, but in these, you usually approach from the right. It's kind of incredible how many items were, like, around rockets. Ooh, piece of candy. There's one check we can't do here because we don't have Whirlpool. But that's okay. We can always come back later. It's that Pokeball that we see on our screen right now. There is a heal that I can take here, so I'm going to do that. Ultra Ball's kind of not needed. There's another ball we can get over here. 1 required fight. More money. Never going to complain about more money. That's more candies. But with a 50% level boost, the highest level Mon in Elite Four is going to be Lance's level 50, which is now a level 75. And we are currently level 75. So we're actually in pretty good position. I have X items to boost our stats as well, so we're in really good position. Also, there could be something we need here in Victory Road. You could also find something in the Elite Four shop. Wouldn't it be the first time that's happened to me? I had one seed before where my cut access was locked behind the Indigo Plateau Mart, and it was 50% level boost. So I had to find a really, really kooky and clever way to get past the fight with a low-level Mon. Alright, so far nothing in Victory Road has been needed. There's still 2 more items I can grab, though. Alright, full restores are good, so I'm not going to complain about getting that, but we didn't need anything in here. So I think my plan here is we're going to clear out Elite Four. Then after that, we'll finally go to Tin Tower, because clearing out Elite Four gives us the Ho-Oh, which Ho-Oh is one of the requirements for one of the Ruins of Alph rooms, so we kind of optimize our movement that way and also optimize how often we do our checks that way. This fight should be pretty easy, just spam Psychic. It might get us a level, which would be nice. Oh, it's definitely gonna get us a level. Never mind, it might not get us a level. Unknown. Okay, it's getting us a level. That was a roller coaster of yes or no. Ideally, this mart here in the Elite Four just has rare candies, so I don't have to travel again, but I will go out of my way for the candies if we need to. Okay, let's see what's in this mart. X speeds, rock smash, flash. Oh, we finally have flash access. I can't believe... Why was flash in the Elite Four? Okay, we're gonna go fly and get more candies real quick. Sell some of these items. So now we're just disgustingly overpowered. We're gonna be almost level 100 for the Elite Four. Don't mind me just feeding Alakazam a ton of Butterfingers. Some Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Some Almond Joys. Isn't there a candy bar called Whatchamacallits? I think there is. Alright, we definitely don't care about money anymore because we're almost level 100, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the amulet coin and put a Miracle Berry back on because status is lame. I shouldn't need this setup. So we bought a bunch of X specials with the idea that I wouldn't be able to buy all these candies that I bought. But I don't think we have to set up at all because we're so over leveled. We have a fantastic moveset. I don't think Ice Beam's happening, so at this point in time, I might teach Surf over Crabhammer. Plus, we have Fly access, so if I do end up getting Ice Beam, I could fly to Blackthorn and delete Surf. So I actually think teaching Surf is smart, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I should have done that a little earlier, but that's okay. Psychic, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Surf. That's not a bad Alakazam, I'd say. Can't believe we almost didn't believe in the Kadabra. All right. Elite Four should be a cakewalk. Especially if it's letting us use not Psychic, because then I don't have to menu again. The less Psychic I have to use, the more likely we'll have it for the end. Alright, Primeape's kind of weak, so we can get away with not using Psychic. Bruno has a Rockmon. Almost a what kind of rando. The journey to Alakazam was kind of hard. What with all the exploding we had to deal with. Also, all the Ho-Ohs that decided to kick us. The Ho-Ohs are rude. They have chicken feet, and their kicks hurt. Imagine the strength. The power. Oh, something else that I could do that I kind of forgot is, since we talked to the guy that gives us Rock Smash, that means the, Hey, Karen still has an Umbreon, what the heck? That means that the Goldenrod Mart has one extra check. So I should go do that. at some point. Because it could be an item. It could be nothing. It could be one of the badges. Alright, I think Lance is gonna give us level 100. I think. No! Get it off my screen! I don't want to see you. Oh my goodness. Ho is the bane of our existence. Ow. Alright, so his ace was Wobbuffet. Alright, this should be easy peasy. Now we're level 100. We've done it. The most overpowered, over-leveled Alakazam. Alright. Now we gotta sit through this. We're able to reset once the game saves, so we don't have to sit through the credits. But we do have to go through this cutscene. Still need 2 badges. Still need radio card. But we completed one of the requirements to beat the game. Got roughly an hour to find our remaining items, which isn't too bad at all. There's a very real chance we could be done in like 20 to 30 minutes if things line up. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go to tin. While we're here, we're gonna go back to Burn Tower now that I have Rock Smash and Strength, because there's 2 items we couldn't get there. And then we'll do tin. It would help if I taught Rock Smash. We don't need rare candies anymore. It's too late. Our teeth fell off. HP up we also don't need. All these items that are like really good for money we no longer need. I'm also going to move Rock Smash here because once we get Flash I want it to be in slot 2, which is a little more convenient for menuing. Oh, come on. Alright, we have these 3 fights. And then we have to beat the Suicune. And then we have to beat the Ho-Oh. There's a ton of items in Tin Tower. We're very, very, very extremely likely to find something there more often than not. But considering that we're only in need of 3 total items, it's actually probably very likely we don't get any of them. But this is still a very smart place to check. We can also finally do Rock Tunnel. We can do Dark Cave. Still can't do Whirl because we don't have Whirlpool. I don't think I ever checked Blackthorn Mart. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it. I don't think I marked that. Either I checked it and I forgot to mark it, or I didn't check it. So that's another thing I can check out. Yeah, there's a handful of things I can do now. So we could do Dark Cave, we could do Rock Tunnel, but we do have Flash now. So we could have done that the whole time. Like I said, it's just the sake of being in logic. Nice Berserk Gene. Fun fact, because a lot of people don't know the Berserk Gene is an item that even exists. It boosts your attack 2 stages, and you're confused for 255 turns. It's really silly. Okay, like I said, there are a lot of items here. There's a decent likelihood we find something we need. You're gonna see me do a couple of save and quits in this dungeon because there's just a lot of movement otherwise. So far, nothing we need, though. Also, it seems very unsafe to do this dungeon on my bike. Alright, that's technically a key item. We don't need it, but... Alright, so we're saving here because if this isn't an item we need, then it's just faster than the movement. We don't need that revive. Fingers crossed. Okay. We don't need that anymore, but since I don't need money anymore, I'm actually going to use it on Psychic. Just so we have 2 more uses of Psychic. Just in case we do have to do a lot of fights still. Alright, another case where I'm saving to conserve on movement. Oh boy, we found the old rod. See, I told you there'd be an item we need here. I don't know what that TM is, but our moveset's fine, so it doesn't really matter. The repel text box is gonna proc again, but that's okay. Full restores are always good, never complain about those. A rare candy we don't need anymore. Oh, gross. What a terrible ho-oh. Okay, so let's go do the ho-oh room. Now that the ho-oh is gone. And then we'll have finished everything that the Elite Four was basically needed for. I can do the flash room now too. That's 8 total checks we can do in this area now. There is a chance that we find everything we need here. There is a chance. We shall see. Okay, there's radio cards, so now we have access to the other half of Kanto. We have the coin case so we can gamba.
Hey, Keys.
Yes.
We have hit 7,000.
Oh boy.
We're at $7,024. We have a $20 donation from you might know this person, Emre. Do you know an Emre?
That sounds like a familiar name, yeah.
Yeah, $20 from Emre, no comment. It's a $5 donation from Jason Ace Jack. That says prepare for trouble, make it double, meowth. And then a $50 anonymous donation. Thank you, Anonymous, for that $50 donation.
Oh. Uh-oh. We have the Boxy here, but she's very not happy about it. There. Yes. We're gonna sit here for 1 minute and well, as long as she wants to. And enjoy the sight of a fluffy girl. I love you. Mwah. Oh. Okay. I hope that was worth the donations, everyone. Good cause, and also you got to see a cat. Okay, so there's that item that spawned in Goldenrod. There's also the Blackthorn Mart I didn't go to. Let's get all that done. Okay, so yeah, the item that spawned here was a lost item, so we might need that, because that leads to another check. And Blackthorn Mart, I'm pretty sure I didn't do. We can also do Dragon Den if we do Claire's Gym. We'll see, though. Oh, machine parts here. Yeah, yep, definitely didn't come here, actually. I'm also going to buy some PP-ups. Okay, never mind. We're gonna buy PP-ups after I sell things. Oh, we got an Ice Punch TM. I think I teach that over Surf. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna, for the sake of coverage, I'm going to unlearn Surf here and then teach Ice Punch. Because then that gives us absolutely perfect coverage. And now we will use PP up on Psychic twice. PP up on Flamethrower 3 times. PP up on Thunderbolt twice. I can do Dark Cave now, and since we're here anyway, I might as well. Knock out some of these items. I can also do Mount Mortar, because we have everything that we need to full clear Mount Mortar. That wouldn't be a bad check either. I can also go to Cyanwood. There's a handful of checks there. Okay, so nothing on this side. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways I can handle this right now. We also have pretty much the entirety of the other half of Kanto now that we can wake up the Snorlax. So that's actually probably the best bet. We were just here, so I might as well clear this out while we're here. We're getting very unlucky with these Rock Smash encounters, though. Very unlucky. I see a DM from Hobbs. I'm almost positive I know what it says. We're not doing Misty, Hobbs. Okay, now we can wake up the Snorlax. Which didn't sound like a terrible mon. It's gonna be really hard to find any items at this point, because we need so few. But there's so many checks. How are my repels looking? We still have a lot of repels, that's good. Alright. That was I fat fingered the D-pad there. That was my fault. Okay, so I am going to unlock Pewter, but then turn around and we'll fly back in a little bit. We're gonna clear out Viridian Hedge Maze over here. Oh, an item finder. I can find items. Heck yeah. Revives aren't bad. We might need them for red. I recall TM50 not being good, so we don't really need that. Slowpoke Tail is money, but we don't really need that. Another full heal, we don't need that. Alright, let's see what's in Viridian Mart. Whirlpool! Whirlpool is here. Okay. So now we have access to Whirl Islands. Oops. Which is a lot of checks. We might accidentally just find every key item. This might be like a 100% run at this rate. Still missing 2 badges. Once we get the 2 badges, we can finish the game. Because the 3 requirements that we needed were get past Snorlax, beat the Elite Four, and get all the badges. We're very close. Okay, so it seems like what we should do is go to Cyanwood. So we'll clear Cyanwood and we'll also do Whirl Islands. We keep finding a lot of vitamins. There's also items in Olivine and Vermilion Port that we didn't get because we didn't have Surf at the time, but they're not hard to get, they're just kind of annoying, so I'm not too worried about those right now. Also, neat little movement tech here. Since we have Fly already, we can just immediately fly here. So I think what I'm going to do is after we clear Cyanwood and Whirl Islands, we're going to turn in the machine parts and then check all of those items. And then from there, it's basically just fights. I don't think there's really much left that isn't fight-related. Now, unfortunately, we keep picking up all these irons and stuff, but we can't use them because at this point in time, Alakazam's stat experience is just completely maxed out. So they're very useless. They were good for money when we needed money, but not anymore. Also, we're so over-leveled right now that I don't even need to worry about type advantages or disadvantages. As long as we don't run into a dark type, I can just mash A. See, I can even Psychic a Psychic. Easy. I can Psychic this Skarmory. Who cares? Just mash A and win. I'm sitting here thinking, by the way, everyone. I'm thinking, at what point do I just accept the fact that Hobbs might be right and I have to do Misty? I don't want that to happen, but All right, super potion and full restore. One of those items is better than the other. All right, Earth badge. Awesome. So maybe Cascade badge is in Whirl, and then we're done? Maybe? That'd be cool. There still are some items on this island that we're going to grab before we go do that. Another full restore, very good. Full heal, not as good. Alright. Time to do Whirl Islands. A lot of items here, too. Like I said, after we finish Whirl Island, I think the plan is we turn in the machine part, because we haven't done that yet. I have not taught Whirlpool yet. That would be useful. Let's bank on... I can buy another Rock Smash, right? Yeah, I can buy another Rock... Oops. If we need Rock Smash, then I'll buy another one. One item I can grab over here, and then a lot of items on the other staircase. Now, unless these TMs are Ice Beam, it's hard for me to care anymore. Ice Beam's literally like the only thing that would be good. I'd teach Blizzard for red, I suppose, because we can use an X accuracy. But otherwise, we don't really care about moves anymore. No Quick Claw. No King's Rock. Max Potion, healing's fine. We're pretty much set to beat red, so I'm not too concerned about healing or anything anymore. Calcium. Revive. Not going to complain about a revive. Red might be bad. Okay, Whirl Islands is looking like a waste so far. Whirl Islands is a mega waste so far. What the heck? Alright, so save here. Because there's actually a hidden item outside. And if it's nothing we need, then I can just reset and stop myself from doing 2 surfs and a flash. Speaking of surf, it's a surf mail. No one cares. We got a couple more items left. A full heal we don't need. Definitely don't care about the X attack. And the last item is a full restore. So Whirl Island was not needed. So now let's go return the machine part. And after we do the machine part, I think I full clear Mortar. I think that's the plan. So turning in the machine part gives us a handful of checks, and none of them require fights. Though I do need to do one fight here, because we didn't do that earlier. There's also an item on this route that we weren't able to grab before, so lots of stuff we can do. Super. Now, what's unfortunate about this is by doing this, I'm enabling the opportunity to do Misty, which I don't want to do. Actually, wait, hold on. Before I turn in the machine part, because I can dig, I should do Rock Tunnel. Because we can dig when we're done, and then we can turn in the machine part. a little more efficient this way. Take advantage of the repels we're using as well. Okay, well, so far these items are nothing. Two more items. One more item. Full restore. Okay, so we didn't need rock tunnel. Now we can turn in the machine part. Which we'll get an item from doing this, and then we'll also unlock, like, I think it's like 6 or 7 checks. I guess technically 8, if you count Misty. Which we're not counting Misty. Oh, he gave us a TM anyway. He normally gives you the TM for Zap Cannon. Okay, so let's check Lavender. This gives me a chance to do a quick box heal. Okay, so he didn't give anything. Oops. There are 2 surf items I couldn't grab down here earlier, which I can go do. Then we will fly to Vermilion and do the check there. We'll check the underground, where there's 2 items. Then we will check the Cerulean base stuff. Oh, we never made it to Fuchsia. Yeah, there's still plenty of checks we can do. We're definitely not hurting for checks. Okay, so nothing there. Alright, nothing in the underground. Alright, we're gonna check the pond here. I'm not gonna do Misty yet. The badge was in Misty's gym anyway. What? Alright, we're in go mode. We can beat the game now. We're done in like 5 minutes. Hooray. What? That's so silly. So I was in Misty's gym. We just didn't have to fight Misty. I guess everyone wins, including Hobbs, I guess. That's so silly. French vanilla. It was French vanilla Cascade badge. I really hope someone clips that so we can send it to Hobbs. We didn't do Misty, but we were pretty close. Okay, we do have Flash, but if you don't mess up the room, it's faster to not use Flash because you don't have the menu. Alright, we're going to save before red, and this is the last fight of the game. Once we finish this fight, we are done. The seed was very kind to us. So we're going to set up a guard spec to be safe. Set up 1x speed. I'm gonna heal that. Also, the screen's gonna get glitchy now every time I heal. I don't have an explanation as to why that happens. Ouch. I think I want like +3 or +4. 2. I think +3 will be enough. Okay, yep, we're done. We're done with this. We're just gonna go ahead and go. So Psychic should kill everything from here. He has a Charizard still! This randomizer's bad. Apom. Meganium, that's almost Venusaur. Alright, and time is gonna stop as soon as I clear this last text box, and time. We can look real quick to see. This Alakazam was good in everything except the one stat it needed. That is bad special attack. Well, alright. That seed went really, really, really well. But yeah, anyone who's interested at all in doing any sort of randomizers like this, you can always join my Discord. We have a bunch of people that are willing to help out. I have a bunch of resources pinned and whatnot. It's just discord.gg/Keizaron. Super easy. Also, there's a few people in the community that like racing with each other. It's a good way to learn. We do have another run after this, so definitely stick around and continue to support this awesome cause. I'm always glad to be a part of this marathon. I think it's like the 4th or 5th year in a row now that I've been a part of it, and I love it every time. So really appreciate all the donations coming in for a great cause. Thank you very much for having me on here. And yeah, I think that's it from me.